So today I want to go over the most interesting tease we got with the Starfield Showcase, and that being space magic. And if you didn't see this, at the end of the 45-minute showcase, there was some HUDless footage that showed your character putting out his hand and essentially using the Force to lift a bunch of enemies off the ground and throw them around the room. And it did actually look pretty reminiscent of a Jedi from Star Wars using the Force to throw people around. And if you're enjoying my Starfield coverage, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing videos on every piece of the game I could possibly think of up until and after launch. And this being at the end of the showcase and being HUDless, I think we're both very intentional. I think this was specifically made like that to get people theorizing on what it could possibly be. And the most common theory I've seen being thrown around is that these artifacts you're searching for throughout the main campaign that we've gotten to see multiple times in the footage leads us to unlocking this almost supernatural power, or it leads us to some alien technology that could also cause this effect. And that's not even the end of this, because there was some further information gleaned from some of the UI footage shown during the showcase. So at the start of the showcase, when they first went into their inventory UI, where there's a circle in the center, and then at the different sides of the circle, there was 5 different points where you could open up your inventory, open up your map, open up your skill tree, and all of the other UI panels. There was a piece of the UI missing at the top, because every other section was taken up by a little circle that had some other UI element in it, except for the very top. But there was one screenshot later in the showcase that also showed this inventory window, but there was now a circle at the top indicating some type of UI window was added at the top sometime later in the game. And a lot of people are theorizing that some point in the game, when you find enough of these artifacts, you start to unlock these powers, and that top UI section is actually a new window to go into these special space power options. Now, my theory is that this isn't some supernatural power, but instead some super advanced technology that we learn from these artifacts from some long lost alien civilization, and that this super advanced technology basically gives us the power to alter the world around us. I think that fits in much more with the aesthetic and style that Starfield is going for, because Starfield is definitely going for much more of a realistic approach to the universe and space travel and building out their universe. So I think it would just make much more sense if this was some super advanced technology that we learn how to use from some super advanced civilization, instead of just magical space powers that we learn through these artifact pieces. And a lot of people are also theorizing that this could kind of be the replacement for shouts from Skyrim, in that part of the way through the main campaign, we learn our first one, then doing maybe other main missions, we learn more, or there are other side activities we can go do to learn more. And this would work perfectly if it was some advanced technology instead of space powers, because if we learn about this technology and are able to understand it a little bit, then it could be a much easier way to go about progressing this new power we have, doing side things instead of having to unlock it all through the main quests and through the main campaign. Because you can learn a bit about this technology through the artifact, and then you could have side objectives to go find all the smartest scientists or engineers throughout the universe of the game to try to learn more about it, understand it, and gain new power from this new understanding. And then to add on to that, if it's an advanced technology instead of some supernatural space power, it would also most likely be some object that we could potentially modify in different ways throughout the game, giving even more potential for more customization or more progression by being able to just modify this new device we get instead of learning new powers from some special beings. And like mentioned, I think the technology angle fits much more into the style of Starfield. And I'm super excited to learn more about this, because I think there's too many little teases and pieces pointing towards this special power for it not to be a pretty big surprise when the game is released. But that's all I want to go over, so thanks for watching.